welcome. Our topic today is on production. The topic is production. Okay, have you ever been to any production site? It could be a pure water factory. Okay, so these are some of the goods that are produced in Nigeria, and some too are imported for us to use. First of all, is meaning of production. This is the transformation of raw materials into finished goods. Production is the transformation of raw materials into finished goods. Well, in the course of this lesson, we're going to look at trade in modern times, locally made and foreign made goods. Okay, now we'll look at the types of production. There are three major types. We have the primary production, the secondary production, and the tertiary production. Okay, now these forms of production are in different stages. First, we'll look at the primary production. The primary sector is an extractive sector that deals with mining, mineral extraction, agriculture, which involves crops and even livestock, forestry, fishing, farming. Then we have quarrying, breaking of stones, lumbering, cutting down of trees, hunting. Okay, so the primary sector or the primary production involves the extraction of raw materials from either the soil or the sea. For example, we have farming, like I said earlier, fishing, mining, lumbering, quarrying. Okay, now we'll look at the secondary sector. Secondary production is the stage at which the raw materials which you've gotten from the primary stage are processed and transformed into finished products. So this will usually take place in a manufacturing industry or a processing plant. So you have gari, cassava to gari or cassavita. Now the tertiary sector or the tertiary production is the stage at which the finished goods are supplied to the customers or the consumers. So I am teaching now, I am in tertiary sector, that's tertiary production. You eat different kinds of food at different times. Some come from plants and some from animals. Children, do you know how the food you eat reach your plate? Let us see. First, the field is plowed, seeds are sown on the soil, the field is watered at regular intervals of time, manures and fertilizers are added to the soil. As you can see, unwanted plants and weeds are removed. Now, once the crops are fully grown, it is harvested. Now, the harvest of this crop, they are packed, all the crops are packed and bagged and rolled out of the farm. It is now sent to the wholesale market. Okay, so the wholesalers buy it from the farmers and sell it to the retailers. Now, we purchase this food we need from the retail shop. Sometimes we get eggs, milk, fish, vegetables. Okay, we get yams, plantains, oil, household items from this retail shop. So a farm where birds are reared for their eggs and meat is called a poultry house. You can see it. The image before you, this is a poultry house. But animals like goats, cows, and buffaloes are reared for their meat and milk. So they are all in a dairy farm. The image before you is a dairy farm. We even have piggery farms where they rear pigs for their meat. Okay. Now, goods produced in Nigerian factories. You can see a shoemaking factory, the image before you. So the goods produced in Nigerian factories include shoes, clothes, mineral water, and soft drinks. You've taken some soft drinks, rubber tires, furniture, and all kinds of food. There is what we call chain of distribution. It's a process which raw materials go through before reaching the final consumer. So they go through even aircraft. You see different cartons. All what this is showing is that countries import and export. So you see goods moving in and out of different countries. This is the world. Now, these goods can move in either through aircraft, they can move in through vans, they can move in through big ships. Some ships sail 6 months from Europe before they drop in goods like cars in Nigeria. Getting products from consumers or customers requires efficient market supply chains, okay? The supply chain is a system involved in moving a product or services from the manufacturers to the final customers or consumers. So the supply chain consists of the manufacturers, the distributors, the wholesalers, and the retailers. So they distribute products efficiently to meet the customer's demand. Okay, a distributor buys products from the manufacturers, he warehouses them and resells them to the wholesalers. A wholesaler is a trader who buys in bulk and sells to the retailers rather than to the customers directly. So the retailers are the end of the channel in the supply chain. They sell goods directly to the customer. Most retailers operate in locations that are close to their customer and they sell products for several manufacturers. So several manufacturers bring in products and they say, so distributors usually and wholesalers, they usually sell products from few customers. Let's take the Indomie brand, for example. It is produced and manufactured by Dufil Premier Foods PLC, but is distributed and managed by Multi-Pro Enterprises Limited. The wholesalers in large markets only sells in cartons, as you can see the image before you. So they sell in carton. Now, as the business owner, okay, so the wholesaler sells to the retailers, which sells in the supermarket. So as a business owner, you should recall and know the kind of supply chain you'll be involved with and equip yourself financially. Now let's look at division of labor. This is the breaking up of production into different stages. Even at home, division of labor aids a lot. Okay, now it creates people who are skilled at a particular job. For example, when a house is to be built, different workers do different tasks. An architect designs the house, a bricklayer lays the brick, a carpenter makes the furniture, the plumber fixes the taps, the sinks, and the toilet. So each of these persons do job. Now, trade in modern times. Yes, trade in modern times. Trade is the act of buying and selling. This is a typical market in Nigeria. The act of buying and selling of goods and services. Goods are tangibles that you can hold and touch. Why services? Like I am teaching now, I'm offering and rendering a service. Common trading terms. First, we look at market, profit, and loss. A market is a place where people buy and sell commodities. Examples of popular markets. You have the urban market in Benin City here. This is a typical market in Nigeria. You have the Abuja market, Mile 2 market. You have the Regbeni market. Okay, lots of market. Profit is when a trader is making it, and loss is when it's not making it. Now you have trade in the past. Okay, it involves trade by barter, the barter system, whereby you give yam and somebody gives you cassava. Okay, you exchange goods. But later they started using cowries and manilas as a form of money in trading. Okay, that was trading in the past. There was no official use of money. It was not originally there. So, but we have trading in modern times. Yes, from your phones, you can do some internet and mobile banking. You do POS, point of sale, online shopping, digital currencies, and checks. You just use it to purchase. Now, there are some online shops in Nigeria. You have Jumia, Konga, OLS, GG, Afia Zuba. You have PayPal. Okay, you have lots of online shops. Okay, Amazons are the international ones and so on. Now, types of currencies. Nigeria uses the naira, Ghana the Ghanaian cedi, South Africa South African rand, Kenyan shilling, franc. They are using euro. Okay, it was franc. It was in 2002 that they changed to euro. You have Indian rupees, okay, American dollars. All these are the currencies that other people use. Locally made and foreign made goods. Yes. How do you patronize our locally made goods? Okay, locally made goods. It's very important that we patronize goods made in Nigeria because it will help to boost our economy. Okay, yes, international trade. Not all trade is local. When countries buy and sell from each other, this is known as international trade. Okay, when you bring in goods from other countries like rice into Nigeria, cars, phones, automobiles, and all these are import. Export is when you take goods from your country to other countries to sell. Nigeria exports crude oil, and it gives us a lot of foreign exchange to pay our salaries to workers. Governments do a lot of infrastructure, roads, pay the soldiers to secure us, and take care of other needs in the country. So international trade is very important because most essentials are being brought into the country. Now, why do you think we buy goods and services from other countries? Why do nations trade? Is this a good or a bad thing? Yeah, it is very important for you to know that there's some essential economic commodities that should come into the country for the well-being of the citizens, like drugs that we bring from India, from USA. Then so some products are very attractive but not available in the local market, so we import them. And then some goods are produced at cheaper rates when you buy them from outside and producing them. Okay, so that's the very good reason why we trade with other nations. Thanks for actually watching this video. Please do ensure to complete and upload your assignment, and try to be free to send me any questions through the chat box in the portal. Thank you for joining me in this lesson. Be good.